Hey, startup founders, aspiring entrepreneurs, and overall general business junkies. This is part 2 of our hidden barriers and zone of genius exercise, where I want to show you what to do once you've completed the hidden barriers and zone of genius form or questionnaire, I should say. And what do you do after that? How do you access the template that you use with ChatGPT? So here's the screen you'll see once you complete the exercise. Because of all the answers being a little bit more lengthy, I just skipped to the end here. I'm showing you the screen. So you'll see the instructions are pretty clear. You finish the initial hidden barriers and zone of genius portion of your personal discovery process. So you want to check your inbox. And again, if you use Gmail, maybe your spam, promotional, or social folders, if you don't see it, you should get an email from this notifications@typeform.com. In that email, you will see your completed ChatGPT prompt along with instructions on how to use it. And if at any point you can't find the email or have difficulties, feel free to shoot us a note at info@thefounderunderground.com. So I've completed the questionnaire. Now I'm going to go over to my email. I've already opened it. The subject will say next steps, hidden barriers, and zone of genius exercise. Again, if you don't see it, you can search your inbox for this. You can see it's from the address that I mentioned before. So now I'm in the email. I've got a quick introduction here about what we're doing and why. The next step is to copy the ChatGPT prompt. And like all of our other exercises, all of your answers, your responses to the original questionnaire have already been inserted. So you really do not have to edit anything here. You just need to copy and paste. And so what I'm going to do, it says you're going to look for the dashes. So you're going to copy and paste everything between the dashes. So starting at Hi ChatGPT, again, you can see all the questions in my responses. You're going to go all the way down until you see more dashes, and you'll stop there before the dashes. Once you've done that, you can copy and paste, Control-C or right-click, and then you'll go over to your ChatGPT conversation. Again, I recommend starting a new one, or you can incorporate this into your business chat if you have one going from our other exercises. Either way works. It's good context for a founder to put into their business this kind of story so they can help you adjust strategies or suggest different methods. But either way, you'll want to just Control-V or paste into the prompt here. You can see it's the whole thing. Again, don't worry about formatting. Don't worry about returns, like spaces between lines. ChatGPT can handle all that. So I've got everything in here, including the instructions that are part of the custom template. And I'll just go ahead and hit enter or the arrow. And now we'll give it a second, and it's going to start spitting out some thoughts. All right, so what it's going to do is first, it's going to help us analyze the hidden barriers. So based off my responses, and I tried to give it a lot of information. Again, the more info you put into it, the better insights you'll get out of it, I think. So it's a few sections here. You'll see it's continuing to go. But we wanted to make this really actionable for you. So the first section is just an analysis of your hidden barriers. And of course, you get to see mine, but that's all right. I am totally open about all of this stuff. And it goes through each one to say if you kind of feel this one. So for me, disloyalty and abandonment, this barrier doesn't seem to strongly resonate. Great. That might not be something that I've experienced as much. This is totally unique to you. And so read through it. It gives you some ideas about evidence and manifestations. Then it gets into the zone of genius identification. So based off your responses to some of our questions, it tells you different themes that are emerging. So for me, empowerment through teaching and leadership, synthesizing and sharing knowledge, building and creating community, and vulnerability and emotional intelligence. If you sat through any workshops with me or done coaching with me, hopefully you can see, wow, these definitely align to what I like to do. Then what's really cool is it gives you some action steps. So on how to actually address your hidden barriers and then lean into your zone of genius. So these are going to be unique to you. Again, reading through mine might not help that much, but it does give you actions and examples. Then finally, it has additional insights and as well as next steps, ones that are empowering and achievable. So this is a way to get you started on your own personal reflection and analysis using our zone of genius and hidden barriers framework from the Gay Hendricks book, The Big Leap, and also several other personal growth books kind of infuse this type of stuff. I've just used his terminology to keep it simple. But what I encourage you to do, read through your results, see if they resonate, and then you can actually continue to have a conversation with ChatGPT GPT, excuse me, about these results. So keep going with it. Say, oh, I also had this experience. How might that affect this? Or I was thinking about doing this, new initiative or new hobby. What do you think about that? That's where it gets really, really cool. And you can start building up context in this conversation so that ChatGPT, you can have one conversation almost exclusively dedicated to being your sort of pseudo coach and advisor. So that is the part 2 of our hidden barriers and zone of genius walkthrough here for the Psyche exercise. Again, if you have any questions or run into any trouble, you can always reach out to us, info@thefounderunderground.com. And we'd love for you to subscribe to get more of these videos. And we will see you soon.